Okay, we can go for the next section, that is fluid particle system. So it is fluid particle reactions. We can see that the very popular reaction that you will come to know, that the combustion of the carbon, combustion of the coal, combustion of the wood material. So it has the fluid and particle reaction mostly, or roasting of the ores. These are the few of the examples for fluid particle reactions, and very strong application in our chemical engineering, because it was started with the minerals, basically to take out the some valuable metals and other material from the ores. So basically you can say that A, which is in the fluid, maybe the liquid, maybe the gas, that depends, and having the reaction with the certain reactant which is present in the solid will give the what? Variety of the products you may have, that is fluid products, maybe the gaseous, maybe the liquid product, maybe the solid product, or combination. That means fluid and solid product. So these kind of the things you will get it. But if you take the simple example, burning of carbon, you may have the two situations in this one. Definitely carbon plus O2 will give the CO2, or C plus half of O2 will give the CO2. C plus, sorry, it will be CO. CO plus half of O2, CO2. So this may be the possible reactions if we are burning the coal, carbon. But this, the mechanism will be depend on the composition, is it? That means whether it is pure or with impurity. If it is a pure carbon, the burning will be what? Will be mechanism may be the different, and continuously there will be the reduction of that particular size, because nothing will be left behind, is it? If there is a ash in a sense, some inert part is there, so what will happen? At the end of the burning of all carbon present in that particular coal, we can say that there will be the ash will be present there. So different examples for this particular mechanism, we can write it in some, put it in some different ways. Suppose this is our solid particle, okay. So it is, we can say that the initial one unreacted, okay. So as you allow to react, so with respect to time, so this will be change, is it? Suppose it is a very clear one, so then there will be the kind of a, suppose we are putting like this, so it is partially reacted with respect to time. This is also further, if there is a reaction further, then there will be the more reactant which is present in this will be reacted. So it is partially, second one is the partially, partly reacted, and it is, we can say, the completely. Is it? So partly reacted, completely reacted. So at the end of this one, what we will have, that final product, this particular one will be some hard, you can say the firm, and no change in the size. Size will be as it is, but the whatever content in this particular one will be converted into some other product by the reaction. So various reactions for this particular one you can see, like ZNO, ZNS, say the zinc sulfur along with the sulfur. Suppose this is solid, and then we can say that roasting with the CO2 will be, of course, in the gas. You will have the zinc oxide as a solid with twice SO2 as a gas. So this is one of the example. Another example for this category is that FeS2, which is solid, plus 11O2 in gas. It gives twice Fe2O3 solid plus 8SO2 in gas. Is it? So these are the few examples. Few more examples like FePO4, which is in solid. If there is a hydrogenation reaction for this particular one, so it will be 3 times of the iron, which is in the solid, plus 4H2O. This you can get it. Or CaC2, which is solid, N2 nitration, if you put in the presence of nitrogen, if you not the nitrate, again it is reduction. So you will have the amorphous carbon. So these are the few reactions that you can see for this particular case. Another case is that instead of this continuously, there will be the reduction in the size of the particle also at the same time. So this we can call as a shrinking of this particular shrinking size. This is the unchanging size. Another will be that, suppose this is our particle. With respect to time, then there will be the change in the size. Further, there will be the change in the size. And finally, whatever is that. So this is with respect to time. So here, in this one, the products may be the flaking ash may be formed, or gaseous products, which further cause the shrinking of the particle. So these are the generally two cases we can observe in the fluid particle reactions. So what are the few examples? Very simple example generally we can observe, like burning of carbon is coming in this particular category, plus O2, which is in the gas, will give the CO2 as the gas. Then twice carbon plus O2, you will have the twice CO. Carbon plus CO2 will give the twice CO. Carbon plus H2O. So many reactions that you can will give the CO plus H2. Then again C plus twice H2O. This will give you the CO2 plus twice H. Steam reforming, is it? Solid gas. Then another is that carbon plus sulfur. Sulfur will be, which is at very high temperature, it will be CS2 in the gas. There are a number of applications. If you study the inorganic synthesis and organic synthesis, you will come to know this. Liquid, and plus carbon as a solid. So you will have at the high temperature again NaCN, sodium cyanide plus. So these are the few reactions. Is it? Okay. Now, to quantify these particular reactions based on their size and with what kind of the burning is there, whether the core is shrinking or it is a progressive kind of the burning or the reaction. So different models are presented like there are two models basically generally used for such cases. One is that is a progressive conversion model. That is we can call the PCM. And another is that shrinking core model. Shrinking core model. So what is the basic difference in these two one? If you see this PCM, if I draw the PCM here, is a shrinking core model. Suppose if I draw here, that means what? Here, certain reactant is present. So with respect to time, it has a certain concentration. Suppose if I put the CB1. So uniform concentration throughout this particular particle. After a certain time, size will be as it is if I say that. Here, progressively, that means uniformly this particular concentration will get again further reduced. That means CB2. CB2 will be less than this one. And then finally, CB3, which is again less than the. That means if I draw the concentration profile, suppose for this particular one, and I say that it is 0 R to R radius, and here it is concentration, some maximum concentration. If I draw like this, 1, 2, 3, okay, same nomenclature. Here it is concentration of solid, CB I put it. Okay. So at particular T is equal to 0, say that concentration profile, if I draw from here, it will be like this, is it? So concentration profile will be like this, say that this is CB1 average. So after a certain time, this particular concentration profile will be what? Lower than this one. Almost constant it is. You can draw it properly. So it will be CB2 and then it will be like CB3. That means progressively the concentration of B decreasing with respect to time because of the conversion. So it is progression. Now in shrinking core, that means layer by layer it will change. So if I draw for this one, suppose at present complete like this, after a certain time, suppose this is the first, after a certain time there will be the suppose this is the core. So this is the already no reactant present in this one. Then in this, after certain time again, we can say that there is a like this. So no reactant in this particular portion. And at the end, there will be very small or almost negligible, is it? But concentration will be like this. Concentration will be same, but core will change. So if I draw the similar kind of the figure here, you can see here. Is it? So two dots, R, 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 R. Suppose this is the CB. So definitely all line will come up to this one. Only thing is at this particular one, concentration will be like this. Is it? At this particular one, it will be core is reduced. So it will be like this. Is it? This is R to R and this is 0. This is R to R, this is 0. So it will be like this. Then further, if you go for this one, R0, R, is it? Then it will be, again it is reduced to certain extent. And then finally say that this is R, this is R, R, R0. So it will be very thin. So this way profile will change. Concentration will be as it is, but the total amount will get reduced. Here, the concentration is also amount is also decreasing, but the total area, total this available volume will be as it is. So that's why the concentration will decreasing. Here concentration is same, but the total amount is decreasing. Here amount is also decreasing and concentration is also decreasing because of the progressive conversion. So this is the basic difference. But as per the whatever available literature and the studies are there, so this is the basically this shrinking core model is mostly in 99% cases this shrinking core model is applicable. Hence, for the design of the particular equipments for fluid particle reactions, we go for the shrinking core model. Further, more details are available in some other books. On this particular topic also, there are some single books on this fluid particle reactions also. Is it some, it is given, I think, where it is 20, given any book names. Yes, they have mentioned it, I think. So apart from these particular models, there are number of models are available relevant to this fluid particle reactions, and that you can get it in the some other 1996 by Levenspiel. Levenspiel 1996 book is there, that is Chemical Reactor Omnibook. So in that they have described in more detail for this one. But for our study, this is sufficient for this. Okay, shrinking core model. That will go in the more detail of the shrinking core model. Okay. Because it is more approximating to the many real particles and very closely as compared to the this progressive conversion model. So that's why we mostly prefer this particular shrinking core model. So in this chapter, we'll go for the shrinking core model details. Now, but in this also, there may be the two cases. One is that change in the size and unchanging the size. In one case, this size will also get changing. And in another case, there will not be the change in the size. So first we'll go for the SCM, remember shrinking core model, and that is for unchanging size. And we start with the spherical particle. Okay. Now I am putting one figure. You just go through this particular one. Okay. So this is a figure that we are using. So at any instant, that means at any time, we can say that for any particular time, so it is a solid particle having the size. This is the complete size of that particular particle. And because of the reaction, okay, sorry, this is the particle size, particular particle, and the reaction is taking place. So there is a conversion of this particular reactant B continuously and reaching to this particular one. So that means there is in this particular space, no B is present, already it is consumed, and here is the B is present. So it is a unreacted core. This is the reacted core. This is the surface and interface also for the gas and solid. And there will be the formation of the gas film on the surface of the next to the surface of the solid. So this is the gas film. So here will be the what? Steps will be what? A will present here in the bulk gas will shift from transfer through this film. It breaks the barrier of this film. So diffusion of reactant A through the film which is just surrounded the particle to the surface of the solid. Then penetration, because of the unchanging size, this reacted core is there. So it is a kind of a ash will be there. So again, that penetration of that particular reactant A of gaseous A through the what? Penetration and diffusion through the this ash to the surface. So this surface at this it will reach. Then there will be the reaction of A with the solid at the reaction surface. So once there is a reaction, suppose there is a diffusion of gaseous product is formed, then the gaseous product through the gas film back to the exterior surface of the solid, and then through the gas film and then back to the main body of this one if there is any gaseous product. So this will be there. This way there will be the 5-step. So in this particular one, various nomenclature say that CAG present at the surface CAS. CA will be any concentration of A and CAE C, that means at the core, at the surface, at the core, at any C, okay, at any time whatever C is there. So these are the 5 steps, and in this one there will be the 3 mechanism for finding out the rate. Rate will be was either by the gas film controlling, this particular one, or ash layer controlling, or the reaction. Okay, I hope you got it. So gas film controlling, then ash layer controlling, and chemical reaction controlling. So in this case there are 3 controlling one. One is diffusion, through the gas film, or next is that so these will be the 3 mechanisms that we can control and find out the rate of the reaction. So one by one we can go it for this. Suppose there is a diffusion through the gas film controlling. So one by one we can go it. So we can draw the schematic for this gas diffusion film controlling. So we can say that this is the core, then there will be the ash layer, and then there will be the gas film. Is it? So this is the ash, remember, and this is the gas film. So I'll put nomenclature here: gas film, ash layer, and this is unreacted. Okay. So, and this is what? Surface of the particle. So if you draw it properly, means for this concentration profile, so this is center. So it is 0. Is it? This is R. This is also R. This is RC. That is core. Okay. This is for the film. So concentration profile, if I draw it for this, up to this one, it will be CAG. But because of the gas film controlling, it will be like this. Is it? CAS, which will be 0. Is it? Similarly for this one. Is it? So for irreversible reaction, this CRC will be 0. So we are taking irreversible reaction. Generally in fluid particle reactions, these are the irreversible reactions. Okay. Now for this particular one, if you take the balance, the change in the moles of B present in the solid, the moles of B present in the solid can be represented by the equation surface area dNB by dt per unit moles per unit surface area per unit time, because depend on the surface area also, the area available for the reaction will be also important for the consumption of this one. Similarly, you can write it as external surface area, that is 1 upon 4 pi r square dNB by dt. Okay. Now this is equal to what? If you write for the A, will be based on the stoichiometry. This will be 4 pi r square dNA by dt. And as it is a gas film controlling, and we can write for the in terms of the mass transfer coefficient Kg, it will be CAG minus CAS, okay, at the surface. But in the reversible reaction, this will be, sorry, irreversible, this term will become 0 for getting the maximum benefit and having the gas film control. So it will be Ca0. Okay. So this, I hope that you can easily write this balance equation, nothing tough in this one, per unit surface area. Okay, mass transfer coefficient CAG. Corresponding units you can find out. CAG will be in the concentration term, moles per meter cube. So accordingly you can get the units of this kg, and this has the what? Moles per meter square. It will be moles per meter square. Say that time, if I write it in the second, it will be like this. So it will be moles per unit. So accordingly, what is the unit of this kg? Meter per second. So this will be what? Meter per second. Remember. Okay. So make sure for this consistency in writing the equation always. Now, this NB, moles present in B, will be what? Molar density into volume. Molar density at in this one. That means moles of B upon meter cube of solid into meter cube of solid. Is it? So this is the moles. If I differentiate this one minus dNB, because this we need it, if you check it here, will be equal to what? Minus B dNA, and will be equal to what? Minus rho B d. As density will not change here because it is a core is shrinking. So density will be as it is. Only volume of this active volume will get changing. Shrinking core. Core is shrinking. So volume of that available volume for the reaction is decreasing. So rho B into dV. Is it? So volume will be in terms of the radius, we can put it. So this will be written as rho B T 4 by 3 pi RC cube. RC is representing the core range, and that will be from R to 0. Is it? So this will become minus 4 pi rho B if I differentiate it, RC square into DRC. Is it? So we are writing this particular D and B in terms of the DRC. So finally we can write this expression like here. Now you can integrate these two, take the balance of these two equations. Sorry, from this particular equation, Sex dNB by dt will be written as what? Minus rho b RC square drc upon R square drc upon dt, is it? And this is equal to b kg cag. Okay. Now you can just integrate this one, simplify it. So if I go for the integration, what expression I will get it? This will be what? If you integrate it, it will be T is equal to rho B R P B K G C H 1 minus RC upon R cube. Is it? So this equation you will get it. If I simplify it, this particular one further, I can write this as a T upon tau, T upon tau, because this particular term has the unit of time and this is the dimensionless. So it is, and also you can see that this is the time required for the complete conversion. If you put it here, time for complete conversion, this T will become tau. Make it sure that here this tau is not the space time in this particular one. Okay. In this particular one, it is not the tau is not the space time. Tau is the time needed for complete conversion of B. So if there is a complete conversion of B, then RC will become 0. So this term will become 0. So remaining term will be this one. So this will be the tau. So tau is nothing but rho B R divided by 3B kg CAG. Okay. So this is the tau. Now, unreacted core, if I want to write the conversion, that means unreacted core, that means 1 minus xb I define, suppose. If I want to write 1 minus xb, how I can write? It is volume of unreacted core divided by total volume of particle, is it? So this you can write in terms of the volume, that is 4 by 3 pi RC cube. It is 4 by 3 pi R cube. So this will be nothing but RC upon R cube. Is it? So in terms of the XB, this equation easily you can write in terms of the XB, because 1 minus XB is equal to this particular term. So it will be T upon tau is equal to 1 minus RC upon R cube is equal to XB. Is it? So this way we can get it the expression for this diffusion through the gas film control. And very straightforward, very simple balance equation. You have to start with the balance and then convert your, write down NB in terms of the DRC, that is diameter, differential diameter of the core, sorry, radius, and then proceed for the further simplification. Okay. Now another case is that chemical reaction control. Is it? So for chemical reaction, it will be very easy. No resistances. So all three kind of the say that this is the unreacted core, this is the ash, and this is the gas fill. Is it? So it is. So if I put the nomenclature here, this is unreacted core. This is what? Ash layer. This is gas fill. Is it? Then if I draw this particular concentration profile, simple. So what will happen? For this particular one, is it? So it will be like directly, there is no resistances for this. So it will be start from here, reaching here. Is it? So it will be 0, it is RC, RC. This is what? R, R. Is it? It will be CAG is equal to CAS is equal to CAC, this one. Is it? So balance equation, again that you can write it similar way. Minus 1 upon 4 pi RC square dNA by dt is equal to minus b 4 pi RC square dNA by dt. It should be dNB is equal to minus b k, that is reaction, and CAG. Is it? Again similar way that from earlier one, dNB is equal to what? Minus 4 pi rho b RC square DRC, is it? That we have seen earlier. So if you compare this one, the final expression will be minus rho b. If you see here, it will be DRC upon dt b k CH, is it? It is. So then you simplify this by integration. What you will get it? T is equal to rho b upon bk CAG R minus RC, or rho b R bk CAG 1 minus RC upon R. Further, as we have seen earlier, that XB is equal to 1 minus XB is equal to RC upon R whole cube. So RC upon R will be 1 minus XB 1 by 3. Is it? and this term will be this term will be tau. So this final expression you can write it T upon tau is equal to 1 minus RC upon R, and this is again equal to 1 minus XB 1 by T. So this will be the expression for time. This is for total time. This is for the particular time for the conversion. Okay. So this is for the chemical reaction controlling. The one remaining is that diffusion through ash layer control. So this we'll see tomorrow. We can stop here. Is it? So anything you want to ask, you can ask me now. I have already put those who have not submitted the lab report. I think 3 or 4 students have not submitted. So I am just waiting for today at 5 p.m. If they will not mail me, I will simply continue with the 0 mass. Also regarding the sessional mass, also midterm mass, few of the students still not given the undertaking or that letter forwarding through their faculty advisor. So I have not checked their paper and simply put the 0 mass. By today evening, if I will not receive that one, I will not check it and I will go through the 0 mass only. That's it. So now onward, it is the responsibility of these students if they are getting the 0 mass. Okay, so anything you want to ask, you can ask me now, or we can stop here, or you may exit from this.